Fighter.
Dumelang fighters. Ke Boikanyo Mphatwe, chairperson ya Wat 80 JTG Gasekgonyana. Page 6 ibua ka conclusion. Yare moving forward to 2024 national and provincial election. We as a province need to capitalize on the weakness of the ANC. So question aga ke che mona kung e yotlhe hora ya gore o ntse o sa bereke ka di weakness tsa ANC o ntse o bereka ka strategy sa gago se sa go berekele no yana re clear report e leng gore ha ke bonana ga ke khotsohalele ya no ntshe ke kopa gore o nka rebela gore ana go yotlhe o ntse emetse leadership e nngwe gore e tle go thekela di weakness tsa ANC o ntse di bona ke a leboga.
Thank you, Chair. He says on that paragraph there, it said that the EFF must capitalize on the weaknesses of the ANC. So his question is that, haven't you been doing so, capitalizing on the weaknesses of the ANC? Have you been using your own strategies? That does not work. And he also, just remind me because I don't have no tea here. And also, are you saying the incoming leadership that will be elected by this PPA, is it the ones now who must come and capitalize on the weakness of the ANC? That is his question. Fighter behind. Fighter, I think it's Fighter Daniel, the one who's standing there. Yes, yes. I don't see, you must bear with me, comrades, if I don't see you. It's not deliberate.
Amandla.
Wait.
Thank you very much. From my side, I'm Fighter Franz Mans from Tembelisle, Ward 5 in Pixley Kasemi. My question is from that report where we see that we have a couple of young municipalities, and particularly one where we as the EFF are in coalition and we are leading that municipality. And for the past 10 months, leadership, it is very unstable, politically so. And I've discovered, and I'm waiting until now, as the leadership of EFF, what is the intervention moving forward? Why? To save the councillors firstly as EFF, because there's a lot of us are very new in it, and we are put to the task to run the municipality with coalition partners such as DA, Freedom Front, and SGB for the likes, and it makes it very difficult. And what I'm missing from the political side, from the governance task unit, is that intervention to protect our councillors as EFF councillors in order to keep that municipality and deliver services to our people. I really want to know, guys, what was being done or has been done or what can be done in the way forward, in the future, to protect us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's go and do the last round. It will not be possible, leadership. Comrade Chair Francis Bart, one. And then there is a hand there also. I think it's a lady. It's number 2. Yes, I see 2 hands. Chair Francis Bart.
Thank you. Comrade Chair, unless otherwise, I've not heard anything unless we are yet to get such a story or report as to whether the entire of you seated there, whether you were working together. You see, this collectivism, something, if it was not there, then injustices will be done to this gathering. Collectivism, I nearly think more because I see the questions are lambasted at the chair as if he was working alone. He was leading a team there. If he failed, then you all failed. And lastly, in the light of the submission made by the chair in his closing remark, are the incoming leadership, I guess if he goes, then you must all go. Thank you.
Comrades, I must correct something. Comrades, when I speak to the chair, I explain what was articulated in Tswana. And that should not be interpreted as this report is central to him alone. It shouldn't, comrade. I think that is something that we need to clarify. Helping the chair to explain in English, it's what I'm doing, nothing else. Thank you very much. There was a hand, that I believe it's the last hand. There is the lady. Can we have that last hand?
Thank you so much. My name is Poniswa Wer JTG Khamagara Watu. I just have a simple question for our leadership from the province. We have a labor desk, and in his political report, I never heard him mention that. And we, as JTG, we are within the mines, and our people are suffering. And every time, whenever there must be a training for labor desk, it's been cancelled. So I just want to know, why is it not mentioned in his report? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Comrades, you can look at the program. You will see that a political report does not get moved on and seconded. I'm sure you can even see there is no such a item there. So all those questions has been then absorbed, and then I'll give the leadership opportunity to give answers to those questions. Let's start with the first question, Chair.
Thank you, Chairperson of the session, or Deputy Chairperson. A political report is to give political overview and political guidance for issues to be discussed in commissions. So therefore, and even the organizational report will follow after this, will also guide the issues to be discussed in commissions. That's why we will have commissions. So those of you who question that issue or the report, I just want to say that. You see, it's funny that some is standing up and say they reject the report. I have not a problem with that. I take full responsibility as the political leader of this province. I'm not running away. But the same issues I'm raising here, I was saying to some people there, most of the issues the president of this organization had spoken about was in my report. But you had not rejected that report. Most of the issues he raised is in my report. The issue of the economy, the issue of the mines, I must highlight the issues. I mustn't discuss the issues in detail. These issues must be discussed in the commissions. What will the economic freedom fighters of the Northern Cape do about the mining story? And if we must then educate one another, let's do it. I'm not running away, and I'm saying again, you see, this is so personal that RCT members who are part of the PCT, and where we discuss this report standing up, and the chairperson even allowed that, of attacking me. It's not criticism, it was attack on me personally. But I'm taking it. I want to say to you, I'm taking it. I lead this organization for 8 years, and under my leadership, this organization had grown. If some of you think the organization had not grown. And I already long time ago prepared me to leave. But I'm not just leaving. I'm not just leaving. So let me come back to the questions you raised. Unemployment. That's precisely what the president raised. I raised it in my report. Now all of a sudden you had a problem. I must raise it and we must address this. What are we doing with the unemployment rate? And how are we planning to address the unemployment rate? The second issue was, all of a sudden, employment stuff is being discussed here. Employment stuff is not even discussed, must not even be discussed in a PCT. It's discussed in officials and it's discussed in a PCC or an RCC. It's not discussed in PCT or an RCT issue. So I don't know why is this now an issue here. The land issue, I must raise it here because yes, we had not done enough to pressurize this government of releasing the issues of land and addressing the issues of land. So I must again remind the fighters and the leadership, whoever is coming in, that we must address this issue. And we must work out a plan in the commissions to address this land issue. And specifically those land and farms who belongs to the government. That's what I'm talking about. The Students' Command is a reality. We had not structures in the FET colleges. And I can't come and stand here and lie to you that we had structures there. I'm just giving you the facts. And I'm just also saying to you that the incoming leadership must address this issue. We must give attention to that. That is part of the organizational building or wherever you will put it in what commission it is. So, and the public rep story, the public reps, if you understand the term of public reps, I never said councillors. I never mentioned in my speech public reps. Councillors and MPLs is public reps. It's not, public reps is not just councillors. So those of you who think I excluded, I'm talking about all public reps, including MPLs. That's the term we are using in our code of conduct and in the GTU as a governance report. So I'm referring to all public reps. I'm not saying it's councillors. All public reps must have buckies and all public reps must be available. And I'm included in that situation. The story of the public protector and referring the matters to the public protector. I had two reports being reported to me how far the progress of the public protector's investigations is. The investigations has been done by the public protector itself. And there's two issues, other issues, and the others is the PPEs, tenders. So what is the hold-up about the public protector's report releasing is that first the SIU had took over this investigation, and I can also say to you they are in the final stages of putting this SIU report to the president for opening the report or whatever to say, accept the report. And then the other report we had referred to the public protector was the issue of the appointments in the legislation in the two different departments, and we are just waiting for the outcome because that is in their final stages as reported. The weaknesses of the ANC, and again I want to say, the president referred to the weaknesses of the ANC in his speech. And now you're saying I mustn't do that. That's why I'm saying, and I make comparisons of the results of the EFF and the ANC, how we had weakened the ANC, and we must further weaken the ANC. And we must work out how we are further weakening the ANC in the commissions and the way forward when we are coming to that point. Instability in the municipalities, I leave the other issue for last now, the deputy chairperson's issue of JTG. we had negotiated this situation, but in Thembalethu municipality, and you are right, I don't know even after today's court cases if that municipality will still be, if we will still be in charge of the municipality. Because the instability is not from outside. The instability is from this, I think the SGB, who are having leadership problems, and Councillor Mans, Fighter Mans, you know that yourself. So therefore, that thing is out of our hands. We can't fight other organizations' legal battles. We had just defend ourselves in the court, and we had won some of that cases in the court, even with cost against individuals as such. The elections results, I was not a ward councillor. Firstly, I was not a ward councillor. You see, and this thing is coming, and that's why I'm saying, you see, this is been a personal attack on me. Nothing else. Because why this thing was already discussed. I'm saying again, this thing was already discussed.
Comrades, let the chair give the answers. Let him respond to this. No, you are out of order, comrades. Continue, chair. All right, what is your point of order? Because I wanted to do the point of order afterwards. Can we get the roving mic? Wikanyo, the roving mic, because we can't hear what this comrade is saying. Roving mic.
Manga.
Run, young man, run. Yeah. Oh. Yes.
Chair, the chairperson says these things should go to the commissions. If it should go to commissions, why are we allowing an answering and question session here? And now the chairperson is being emotional. We must discuss this report. This is a conference, it's a reflection of what happens for these past 4 years. So we can't be that people get emotional when we discuss this thing. No, Chair.
Okay, thank you. It's noted, Chair.
And I will repeat, I'm not emotional, I'm answering you. I was sitting tentatively, no. Now I don't want, I will never do this. I was listening tentatively and I'm answering now. And you don't want to allow me now to answer. You lambasted me right and center. And I mustn't defend myself now. So I'm saying, and I was starting of saying, I'm not running away with it. I take full responsibility, political responsibility. That's what I said. But I will repeat. This thing of 11 votes and things like that was how many times discussed in the RCT. It was discussed nationally. And national leadership had decided the way forward. And yet it is being allowed to discuss there. That is the situation, really. Thank you very much.
All right, comrades, let me explain something. Comrades, a conference, an assembly of this nature requires that all fighters must express themselves freely without fear or favor. And that should not feel intimidated. So don't be intimidated. Ask the questions. And when we give answers, maybe we cannot express ourselves properly. Now you think we are emotional. So I'm saying that should never intimidate you as an attendee of this assembly. EFF is the only political party that gives space for people to express them freely. Let's do that. let's do that. Express if you are wrong. If you are responding wrongly to an item on the agenda, we will correct you. We will correct you. No need to feel otherwise. Comrades, is there anything that you are raising? Is it a point of order? All right. No, I thought it was a point of order because it's all right, comrades. If it is not a point of order, thank you very much. This matter is closed. The political report is closed. We are moving now. The next item on the program here is organizational report. Comrades, let's be silent. I want to encourage you to be silent because you have to understand what is in the organizational report so that you can ask questions that relate to the organizational report. Please, if you are not going to listen and note your question and you are irrelevant to the organizational report, then we will ask you to sit because you will be wasting our time. So without any waste of time, I'll call on the Provincial Secretary of the Economic Freedom Fighters to come and give organizational report. Commissar Shadrack Kaule.
Amandla. Amandla. Aykhole EFF, aykhole. Aykhole EFF, Northern Cape, aykhole. Thank you very much, comrades. Program Director, Deputy Chair, Fighter Keke, PCT members, CCT members under the leadership of the Deputy Secretary General Poppy Mailola. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of branches of the Economic Freedom Fighters in the Northern Cape to present the report of the EFF. I'm just going to read the report and the report will be engaged thereafter. Northern Cape Organizational Report to the PPA. The introduction. From the outset of the funding manifesto states that our decision is to fight for the economic emancipation of the people of South Africa, Africa and the world. The Economic Freedom Fighters locate the struggle for economic emancipation within the long resistance of South Africans to resist colonial and imperialist political and economic and social domination. Gathered here today, comrades, it is the generation mission that has brought us together to the festive of ideas, the Third Provincial People's Assembly. President and Commander-in-Chief, Central Command Team deployees, Provincial Command Team members, Regional Command Team members, and Branches Command Team members, and all branch delegates gathered here today. It is a privilege to present this organizational report to you. The Third Provincial People's Assembly, convened just after our radical and militant economic emancipation movement celebrated its 9th anniversary, marking 9 years since its inception, is proof of our relentless struggle to address the current condition that confronts the majority of our people. The anniversary also took place during the mass and ground mobilization towards the achievement of the target for the 1 million membership campaign under the theme The Year of Branches. Commissars and fighters, while it remains a common fact that the organization must thrive and live in all provinces, Northern Cape Province presents itself with unique political dimensions. Our province is South Africa's largest province, and the distance between towns are enormous due to its sparse population. The province is dominated by Karoo Basin and consists mostly of sedimentary rocks and some dolerite intrusion. The south and southeast of the province is highly lying 1.2 to 1.9 meters in the Rochveld and Nieuwveld district. The west coast is dominated by the Namaqualand region, famous for its spring flowers. The area is hilly to mountainous and consists of granite and metamorphic rocks. The central areas are generally flat with interspersed salt spans. Kimberlite intrusion punctuated the Karoo rocks, giving the province its most precious natural resources. Diamond. The north is primarily Kalahari Desert, characterized by parallel red sand dunes and acacia tree dry savanna. The province is divided into 5 districts. The district municipalities are in turn divided into 26 local municipalities. Most famous for the diamond mines around Kimberley, mining activities for manganese and iron ore found here in the hosting region of John Taolo Gaetsewe. The province also has substantial agricultural area around the Orange River, including most of South Africa's Saldanha vineyards. Some wine of origin areas have been demarcated. The Orange River also attracts visitors who enjoys rafting tours around Fjolsdrift, extensive sheep raising in the basis of economy in the southern Karoo areas of the province. This province is pregnant with hope and possibilities for the country, the continent, and the whole world. This is part of the reason why we are in this assembly to report back on the mandate which was given to us in the second PPA, and for this assembly to resolve on and as it engages the future of the EFF in the Northern Cape, both in terms of leadership and mandate in terms of how the elected leadership has lived up to generational mission of transforming the lives of our ordinary people in the Northern Cape. In light of these prevailing circumstances, our coming together in this way must be understood with the context of the major events globally, nationally, and even provincially, which have unfolded since 2018, when the Provincial Command Team was elected and mandated by the Second People's Assembly. As we reflect on the past 4 years, we must not lose sight of the fact that soon after assuming office, the PCT, the Provincial Command Team, encountered challenges that had never been seen in the history of this province, the organization as a whole, and the world. A deadly virus, COVID-19, and the declaration of the national lockdown set in motion a new way of doing things. We are all aware that meetings of the PCT took place primarily at the provincial office, while regions met in their respective regions, so as the branches did. Because of the changes, fighters could not have physically contact in terms of convening meetings and mass gatherings with the rise of COVID-19 nationally, with our province generally having high reported cases of COVID-19. Leadership had to treat all programs and engagement with caution. This meant that EFF offices in the province had to be closed from time to time, and the organizational activities had to be either postponed or cancelled. Notwithstanding this, comrades, the organization remained on the ground, and we are resolute at, we salute the ground forces who stood for our people in the difficult times, risking their lives. We are also delighted that we rose above virus and still had an organizational activities during this period. Amongst this were online political educational programs and virtual rallies and marches. This will be addressed when we deal with the program held in period under review. That being the year 2018 to 2022, we now tend to deal with the road from the second PPA to the third PPA, comrades. The second Provincial People's Assembly. The province went to its second People's Assembly, which was held on the 7th to the 9th of September 2018, which was addressed by the Deputy President, Commissar Floyd Shivambu. The Assembly managed to conduct its mandate by electing the leadership and resolve on a mandate to be implemented by elected leadership. The assembly was attended by delegates from 184 branches in good standing. At the time, out of 204 IEC wards in the province, with a total membership of 18,756. The second PPA was convened on the eve of preparation for 2019 national election, which was another forum to strengthen the election campaigns, programs, resulting in the establishment of the election structures from voting district from voting districts. Below is the elected provincial team from the Second Provincial People's Assembly, as per the constitution adopted in the First National People's Assembly. The officials, comrades that were elected: the the chairperson, Commissar Aubrey Bartman; the deputy chairperson, Fighter Mweketsi Konote; the secretary, Commissar Shadrach Tlaule; the deputy secretary, Fighter Glenda Leponesa; the treasurer, Fighter Mbuiselo Matebis. And additionals were Fighter Hilda Murumeti, Fighter Francis Tulo, Fighter Lesego Janki, Fighter Charlotte April, Fighter Mbuiselo Mtwalo, Fighter Obaken Lichuti, Fighter Huizio Nekautsani, Fighter Pulani Peku, Fighter Mzwandile Mahamba, Fighter Trevor Tambur, Fighter Messi Soul, Fighter Miscellaneous Hal, Fighter Linda Adonis, Fighter Hilary Gabriel, Fighter Malifu Muchani, may his soul rest in peace, and Fighter Eric Ballis. The provincial command team and the provincial coordinating command team. The provincial command team, as elected in the second PPA, was tasked with the responsibility of building a strong, visible, present organization in the province that would make an impact in government as parties in the legislature. The structure managed to lead the delegation to the Second National People's Assembly in 2019, which was held in Gauteng, Nasrec. The PCT continues to meet as mandated in order to process all organizational matters. The PCT has convened 62 times between 2018 and 2022, with some meetings being physical while others were virtual. In its meeting, the PCT considered and gave effect to resolution and recommendation of the CCT and war councils, provincial matters, and processes other political matters such as programs and activities. Membership and deployment are convened separately and range on other organizational matters. Section 21 of the EFF Constitution states that at its first sitting after being elected, the PCT shall elect 6 additional members of the PCT who, together with the chairperson, the deputy chairperson, the secretary, the deputy provincial secretary, and the treasurer, shall constitute the provincial coordinating command team, that is known as the PCC, according to the PCT elected. Following fighters to the PCT were elected, that is the provincial chairperson, Commissar Aubrey Bartman; the deputy provincial chairperson, Fighter Mweketsi Konote; the provincial secretary, Fighter Shadrach Tlaule; the provincial deputy secretary, Fighter Glenda Leponesa; the treasurer, Fighter Mbuiselo Matebes; Fighter Francis Tulo; Fighter Lesego Janki; Fighter Obaken Lichuti; Fighter Messi Souls; Fighter Malifu Muchani. Once again, may her soul rest in peace. Accordingly, the PCC consists of 10 active members. The PCC meets in order to attend to and process matters relating to day-to-day running of the organization at provincial level. The composition of the official remains intact. Officials meet regularly in order to process matters of the organization which needs the attention and implementation. Amongst these are aspects such as organizational discipline, intervention required, resolution from upper structure, financial matters, and programs. Furthermore, comrades, officials attend press conferences and rallies as well as other mass gatherings, including addressing such gatherings in keeping with an organizational decorum. The provincial treasurer, Fighter Mbuiselo Matebes, has no report with regard to the provincial treasurer, and to that effect, the PCT held on the 3rd of March 2022 in Appington resolved that Fighter Matebes be removed from the PCT as a result of non-availability and organizational program. at organizational program. 5, portfolios of the deployment. Deployment is a crucial feature of the organization that responds to its calling and mandate. Through deployment, the organization is able to cluster various areas of life in order to foster liberation, given that we understand the oppression itself in multi-layered and spread to all areas of the marginalized life. Deployment for purpose of this report refers not only to deployment to committee, but also to the deployment to regions which all PCT members are responsible for. The schedule below provides the list of committee as well as the names of the PCT members deployed to them. I don't know, must I read this committees? Let me read it. The committee number 1, economic cluster. Come again? Oh, I wanted that advice. Thank you very much. Comrades, the table has the name of the fighters who were deployed in different committees within the province and regions. The schedule below is the Northern Cape region as well as the name of the PCT members deployed to those regions. And that is the table below. Again, comrades, I'll have to jump it. The following fighters were co-opted: Fighter Lerato Namelang, Fighter Tsolofelo Mutsumi, Fighter Kabelo Habunewe, and Fighter Tshwaro Moshe. This was as a result of non-availability of Fighter Messi Soul, Fighter Eric Ballis, Fighter Marcelinius Hall, Fighter Linda Adonis, and Fighter Hilary Gabriel. Fighter Trevor Tambur and Zon Lemahamba were removed by a provincial command team due to non-availability. In terms of membership, comrades, membership is the heart of the organization's existence. For the reasons, Section 4 of our Constitution outlines the importance and relevance of the membership. The section spells out the eligibility criteria for being a member of the EFF. It sets out the values and principles which must guide a fighter, provides the declaration for joining as a member, and also outlines prohibited behaviors within the organization. Prior to this PPA, the organization did not have a fully fledged and watertight membership system. Mostly, membership was captured manually, and this presented several shortcomings in our membership database. For example, it was difficult to verify when a person had lapsed and was therefore due for a renewal. There were delays in printing membership cards, and there were also membership duplications. In 2020, the organization rallied out a new and dynamic membership system. The system is an online system and therefore reduced much of the cumbersome processes which were the driving force in the old way of processing membership. Suddenly, we could now detect if a person is applying for a membership twice, when their membership is due, and even verify if they are registered to vote. Moreover, the processing and printing of membership cards are now quicker and more efficient. In the 2018 PPA, the membership of the EFF in Northern Cape stood at 18,756 and now sits at 27,704 membership, with an increase of 8,948 membership as compared to 2018. The table below outlines the current membership of the province per regions. The regions of John Taulo Haizewi, we are currently standing at 7,299, and our target to 1 million should be 5,956. The total outstanding towards our 1 million target, the John Taulo region has increased or has done very good with plus 1,343 membership. Francis Bard, the membership stands at 6,984. Our target to 1 million is 9,013, and we are lacking behind with 2,029. Pixley Kaseme, our target, our membership at hand is 5,022. Our target is 1 million, it's 7,641. We are lagging behind with 2,619. In ZF Macau, that is known as Yanda region, we are standing at 5,191, and our target to 1 million is 7,092, and we are lagging behind with 1,901. And in Namakwa, the current membership stands at 3,208, and our target to 1 million is 5,682. So we are lagging behind with 2,474. As things stand, comrades, in the province, the total membership that towards the 1 million membership is 27,704, and our target towards the 1 million is 35,384. So we are now lagging behind with we are now at 10,366. I had to read this DSG and the chair of this province because it speaks about the heartbeat of this organization. From the table below, it is clear that John Taolo Gaetsewe region has the highest membership, while ZF region and Namakwa region has the lowest membership. While the comparison may have its limitation because regions are not the same size geographically, and nor do they have the same numbers of residents, the comparison does remind us that there is still room for growth, and there still is a need to work hard, there still is a need to work to do on membership recruitment. The organization has set a target of 1 million membership nationally, of which 35,384 must be secured by the Northern Cape. From the table above, it is clear that the organization has reached more than 17,000, and the target will soon be reached in the Northern Cape. The demarcation of 2022 and the year of branches lends much to imperative and calls on all of us to continue rallying society under the banner of the economic freedom fighters. Chairman, I thought you would give me water. Eh? Oh, Mudula Stulo. Water. All branches gathered here, represented by their respective delegates. Thanks, Commissioner. President normally says cheers. So I'm not the president of the EFF. I'm the outgoing provincial secretary of the EFF. All branches gathered here, represented by their respective delegates, are the rightful owners of this organization. And it is therefore incumbent on all of us to ensure that the membership figures presented here, whilst representing a spike in membership, continues to grow beyond this PPA. In terms of the election number 7, the EFF founding manifesto adopted by the EFF National Assembly on what is to be done, held on the 26th of July 2013, states that economic freedom fighters will contest political power because we are guided by the firm belief that we need political power in order to capture the state and transform the economy for the emancipation of black South Africans, especially Africans. The form in which the EFF contested political power will from time to time be reviewed in the light of prevailing circumstances, but primarily role mass organization and activism as a means to raise the political consciousness of the people will remain the bedrock of our political practices. Therefore, it is for this reason that the organization in its character will always contest all elections as a form of contesting political power. Between the second PPA of September 2018 and today, which is the period under review, the organization contested both the 2019 national and provincial elections and 2021 local government elections. This sections of the report is meant to give reflex by giving a brief synopsis of the result of both electoral events. 7.1, the 2019 national and provincial elections. The organization received 39,871 votes. Nationally, and we received 38,527 provincially. Oh, I thought this is I was asking myself, what is it? 1,352 votes difference between the national and provincial votes. Francis Bart and John Talo regions performed well compared to other regions in the province. However, the province has experienced a decline of more than 2,000 votes in Pixley-Kaseme region compared to 2016 local government election. The organization received less than 10 votes in 6 wards, less than 50 votes in 55 wards, and more than 100 votes in 110 wards. Out of the 204 IEC wards, the province received 3 members in the provincial legislature, 1 in the NCOP, and 1 in the regional candidate. Altogether, we had 5 seats. The district, that is the table below. The 2021 local government election. The province has a population of about 1.2 million and only 622,746 people registered to vote. That is to say, 49.4% of the population is in the province are registered voters. In the 2021 local government election, a total of 37 political parties contested in the province and 434 valid votes were counted. The organization received 33,127 in the ward ballot and 34,905 in the PR ballot and 35,520 in the district ballot, an increase from 8.71% in 2016 to 10.46% in 2021. The organization is the third largest political party in the province after the ANC and the DA. The organization received votes in all wards and did not receive votes in 133 voting stations, an increase from 122 in 2016. The organization grew its seats from 38 in 2016 to 54 in 2021 local government election, of which 42 are proportional representation seats and 4 are ward councillor seats. That is Ward 6 and Ward 7 in Jomurolong, Ward 5 in Tembelihle, and Ward 5 in Karieber, and Ward 6 and 6 district council seats. That organization later won a ward councillor seat through a by-election in Pokwani local municipality, Ward 3. While there is a room for improvement, we are pleased that the organization is represented in 19 out of 26 municipalities. The low voter turnout in 2021 local government election has shown us that our people are gradually becoming disillusioned with our political system. The EFF in the province must therefore be different, and we can only do this by having a vibrant branches. We must be represented in all community struggle and youth and participation in the provincial legislature, municipal council, and district council. Governance is overseen by the Governance Task Unit that is known as the GTU under the leadership of the provincial and regional leaders. Composition of the Governance Task Unit is made up of the GTU heads of the province, the whips of the EFF in the Northern Cape Provincial Legislature, as well as the 5 regions GTU heads, who are determined by the party leader status of the municipalities or by the respective decision of the regional command team structures. The Provincial Government Task Unit meets on a needs basis to discuss governance priorities and records its meeting, including the resolutions. As with other provinces, the situation of hung municipalities creates challenges in ensuring effective oversight and accountability. After the 2021 local government election, electoral results in the Northern Cape led to the hanging of 10 municipalities. And as the economic freedom fighters, we could only bargain in 5 municipalities, being Tembelihle, Sianguma, Keis, Katelopele, and Hamahara. 8.1 Provincial Legislature. The Northern Cape Provincial Legislature consists of 30 members from 4 different political parties elected on the 8th of May 2019. In the 2019 South African general election, the ruling party African National Congress retained its majority by earning a total of 18 members, a loss of 2 seats from the previous legislature. The official opposition, the Democratic Alliance, holds 8 seats, 1 more than it held in the previous legislative session. The economic freedom fighters occupy 3 seats, a gain of which to win a seat in the legislature for the first time since 2004 national election. Below is a list of EFF deployees to the NCL. That is not the Northern Cape legislature. That is Commissar Shadrach Taule, Commissar Aubrey Bartman, Fighter Tenda Leponesa. The provincial chairperson Aubrey Bartman, as a party leader in the provincial legislature, tasked with the role of being a party leader as well as the accounting officer for the EFF. The constituency whip has been overseeing constituency effectively with the aim of ensuring maximum constituency participation in relevant EFF activities involving the legislature. The whip, together with the party leader, ensured attention was paid to the running of the caucus and would take decision as a collective. Moreover, any one of the whip alongside the party leader would make decision of caucuses operations, which includes but are not limited to proceedings, committees, attendance, and maintaining adherence to the caucus resolution and implementation. The state of the province. The EFF provincial office is located at number 88 to 89 George Street in Kimberley. The office is branded with furniture and staff members. Commissar Popi Mailula, the Deputy Secretary General is officially deployed to the province in 2021, with Commissar Paul Nita Marais as the convener of deployees in the province. Commissar Sharon Letlape, Commissar Pebana Moteka, and Commissar Primrose Sonti are deployed across the province in various regions respectively. The EFF is present and active in the Northern Cape. An assessment will indicate that all regions have held regional people's assembly and elected its leadership. The regional command team have an intact composition and members who are active. Furthermore, all regions have PCT deployees to ensure both oversight and a clear line of communication between the regions and the province. Reports from the regions also indicates all regions have regional office as well as social media social media presence on major social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter, which I can tell we are doing very poor on Twitter. So we must join Twitter, many of us. Fighters, we must not underestimate the power of social media in the current world order. Through social media, we can agitate, mobilize, and educate not only members but freedom fighters. The reports we have received also indicates that regions have participated in the national elections, local government elections, and by-election indicates firstly, encourage them to vote. Secondly, encourage them and convince them to vote for the EFF. We must salute the regions for being on the ground and organizing programs of action in order to confront challenges peculiar to their region. These mass-based programs point to a spirit of activism and dedication on the part of our members, and also foresight as well as wisdom from regional leaders who coordinated this program. Moreover, reports from regions indicate that the organization has representation at provincial level as well as regional level through MPLs and councillors. We encourage our public representative to continue being the voice of our people and voice of our people on all matters affecting their lives, and to stand side by side with those who are oppressed in speaking the truth to power. The state of the regions. All regions in the province entered 2021 as the final month of the 3-year term, having been elected in 2018. The report below provides details about each region, from the state of the branches to Itavusi Rapoto as the regional chairperson and Faita Ponto Mutswana as the regional secretary. The region has a total number of 57 IEC wards and 146 IEC voting districts. This is the biggest region in terms of population size in the province. The district is divided into 4 local municipalities, namely Solplaki Municipality, the Khatlong, Maharing, and Polokwane local municipality. The EFF regional office is located at number 16 New Main Street, first floor in Kimberley, the capital of the province. Between 2018 and 2022, the RCT has met 32 ordinary physical meetings and 6 virtual meetings and 21 special meetings. The region accounts for a total population of 438,904, or 32.4% of the total population in the province. In the 2019 national and provincial election, out of 198,168 registered voters, the region received 15,768 votes. In the 2021 local government election, out of a total of 194,906 registered voters, PR ballots. The region has a total of 18 seats, of which 15 are proportional representation councillor, 1 ward councillor in Polokwane municipality, and 2 are in the district council. The region is represented in all 4 municipalities. Between 2018 and 2022, the region has convened 2 regional plenums between 2018 and 2022. The region has held various organizational programs, and amongst these are the following. We could not, at the time of printing, present those reports, so there is an annexure. I hope we have attached it at the back. If not, we'll have to distribute to you. John Taolo Haitsewe, the last Regional People's Assembly was held on the 19th of June 2021. The Assembly elected Fighter Penyo Ohenzwe as the regional chairperson and Fighter Jeffrey Litebele as the regional secretary. The region has a total number of 38 IEC wards and 146 IEC voting districts. This is the second smallest region in terms of the size in the province and covers only 7.3% of the area of the province. The district borders Botswana it borders west and in the south. The district is divided into 3 local municipalities, that is Jomurolong, Hasehwanyana, and Hamahara. The EFF regional office is located at shop number 3, Stewart Street in Kuruman. The PCT deployees to the region and are Fighter Lesego Janki and Fighter Pulane Peku. The regional command team consists of 21 members and 20 members are active. Between 2018 and 2022, the RCT has held 32 ordinary physical meetings and 6 virtual meetings and 21